All right, folks, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Ripple going all in on the XRP ledger, which it always makes me laugh to hear the fudsters and those that try to say all this crazy stuff about Ripple and XRP as if Ripple doesn't care about XRP. We've heard it from Brad himself that XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple, and I'm going to show you that they're putting their money where their mouth is, not only with their stablecoin, that is, why are they doing it? Brad Garlinghouse says to add liquidity to the XRP ledger. And we're going to talk about their grants program, which they just updated. That's right. If you build it, they will come and Ripple will potentially fund it as well. So good news for the builders, the developers in the XRP Ledger ecosystem, and great news for all XRP holders as a new wave of liquidity and exposure and adoption is coming to the XRP Ledger through, it's a top down and it's bottom up. See, we're getting Ripple from the top down, bringing exposure, adoption, and liquidity to the XRP ledger through the stablecoin and all of their initiatives. And then they're helping to fund all of these builders and developers on the XRP ledger with their projects from the bottom up. So this is the best of both worlds. Once again, this is why, from a fundamental level, why I make videos about XRP every single day. It continues to get better and better. And I know that in every single one of my videos, folks are just asking, how can you still make videos about XRP? XRP's not going to go to $3, this, that, hemming and hawing and whining and crying. Guess what? You're not going to stop us from making videos about XRP every single day because the fundamentals continue to get better and better. And show me another project that's anywhere close. Show me another project that's even in the conversation. You cannot. The only thing that you can show me is that fools are still speculating on other little Mickey Mouse meme coins. And if you can make some money doing that, then God bless you. I'm very happy for you. Let's get into it, folks. Emi Yashikawa, how about a quantum financial system? Uh-oh. We weren't supposed to talk about that one, were we? That was a crazy conspiracy. Remember when they called us crazy conspiracy theorists? Check this one off the box as well. I think it would be interesting to develop a quantum-resistant XRPL sidechain to prepare the ecosystem for a quantum-resistant future. That way we can address various performance UX issues before a quantum threat becomes more imminent. Now, actually, if you guys have been here for a while, I've talked about how David, in an interview a while back, explained how they were already working on making the XRP ledger quantum resistant, and they already had that in their mind. They were actually going to be working towards that. Now you have Emi Yashikawa as well. Now, I don't like to get too deep in on the QFS and how it's going to work and what's the chosen cryptos of the QFS and is it going to be running on the Starlink satellites and this and that. It is. It's in bunkers right now. We have an XRPL validator in a former nuclear bunker. That's not a joke. That's for real. Okay. And I think it's only a matter of time before the nodes get put on the satellites. I do believe that. Okay. And we're about to bring 1 billion people online through Starlink and the different, programs that, even Mark Zuckerberg's doing over Africa, right? Where we're beaming down the internet on the world and we're going to tap everybody into this system. And eventually this system is going to be running and validating on quantum computers. We don't have to get too crazy with it, right? We can confirm. And even Emi Yoshikawa from Ripple herself talking about working on an XRPL sidechain that could be quantum resistant so that we can, start to get ready and prepare before we have a quantum threat that the XRP ledger needs to handle. Now, you guys let me know in the comments down below, how well do you think that proof of work is going to do being quantum resistant? How's that program going to work out? Whoops. Now, let's get into it. Brad Garlinghouse taking over Paris Blockchain Week. And I want you to listen in on this clip here where he describes why it has been so crucial and important role for Ripple to bring this stablecoin to the XRP ledger. It's all about the XRP ledger. Just like I titled this video, Ripple is going all in on the XRP ledger. Listen in here.
The most macro view, I think many of us are believers in the stablecoin market, right? As a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance, stablecoins, I think, play a very important role. The market itself today, as I think we all have seen, is about $150 billion. The US dollar stablecoins by far is the dominant. Some, and certainly I'm one of these players, believes that market at 150 billion today, it's forecasted to be somewhere around 2.5 to 3 trillion in about 4 or 5 years. So that's a 20x growth. I think there's going to be a bunch of different players, and I think Tether's going to continue to do well. Circle's going to continue to do well. I think there's a role for Ripple to play in that, given our focus on the kind of infrastructure level. And look, I also think, and we wouldn't do this unless we thought it was going to be very good for the XRP ledger. As you have seen stablecoins launch on other layer ones, you've seen liquidity in that layer one grow. Our goal as much as anything is to grow liquidity in the XRP ledger. So we view this as a good opportunity for Ripple, but an even better impact on the XRP ledger.
Well, looking forward to that for sure. What are the stepping stones to launching a stable coin on the XRP?
Well, one of the most important pieces of a robust stablecoin is really banking partnerships. And so, a lot of the questions we got when we announced last week were questions about how we're going to manage audits, how we're going to manage attestations. Our goal is absolutely.
Yeah, that's where the video cuts off right there. But good thing Ripple just has, a few banking partnerships, right? And now they have standard custody and trust with Medico. They really can do it all in-house. They don't even need the banking partners to help facilitate and hold the reserves for that stablecoin that they're creating. But if you listened in, I know the video was kind of quiet. Hopefully you're able to hear it clearly. He very specifically said it's a great opportunity for Ripple, right? They're going to be making money off this stablecoin. But more importantly, it's about adding liquidity to the XRP ledger. Many people are confused. They think that, this replaces XRP's need for a bridge currency. Couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually the opposite. It only increases the need for the bridge, and it only increases the liquidity on the XRP ledger. And now listen in here on Brad Garlinghouse, another quick clip here of him explaining that people still don't fully understand what is just taking place in the United States with the only two cryptos that have regulatory clarity being Bitcoin and XRP. Listen in on this one.
I told David this backstage. When friends of mine ask me, hey, I want to invest in crypto, how should I do that? I always say, invest in a basket. I'm not saying just buy Bitcoin or just buy XRP. I'm saying you want to invest in a basket and have diversification. So, look, I think there will be other ETFs. Unfortunately, I think it's going to take a little bit of time because the United States SEC is fighting that. But I think one of the things that people don't fully understand, they haven't really paid attention to, in the United States, there's only two cryptos that have regulatory clarity. Bitcoin, and because of the fight we had with the courts, XRP has regulatory clarity that it's not a security. And so that is, I think, it's a differentiator, and I think it does matter. But to answer your macro point, look, there will be other ETFs in the United States. Hard to predict the timeline because I don't know how hard Gary Gensler and this SEC will fight.
And that's the point that we've been making too. Do we have clarity on the exact definition or the new term or the new classification that we're going to call these assets? No. But we do have absolute clarity and certainty that it's not a security. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Is it a currency? Is it a commodity? Are we going to come up with something else? It doesn't really matter. We know it's not a security. So open up the pools of liquidity. I'd just love to see the case for XRP just continues to build and build. I don't look at today's price. The markets are back down right now once again. Why? Because the CPI came in hot once again, and a bunch of speculators have been speculating that we were going to get rate cuts last year, rate cuts this year, inflation's still running hot, and now they're thinking and realizing, oh crap, we might not get any rate cuts. So the market's back down. Do I care one bit? No, other than being able to buy more of these assets, it's just another opportunity. But from a fundamental basis, this story just gets more and more compelling and better from a fundamental utility coming to the XRP ledger. Most of the space is going to completely miss it. Now, one of the biggest criticisms of Ripple has been, they've launched all these grant programs, they've got all this money, they've got all this XRP. When are they going to give out more money to the developers and builders on the XRP ledger? Well, I got good news for you. Ripple is listening, and they are putting their money where their mouth is, and they are going all in on the XRP ledger. From Ripple X, exciting news for all of the XRP ledger developers out there. We've streamlined the XRPL grants program to a rolling applications period. Submit your project and prototype today. Hashtag built on XRP. So what they've done is they've streamlined the process. I think there's like a quick intro that you can kind of do. It's like a quick application that you can kind of do to even fit figure out whether or not you're even in the conversation, right? And if you are, then you can continue and expand. And instead of having these windows of time where folks and projects have to submit, it's a rolling application. So it's going to help a lot of projects, right? Where, they're building, they're working, but maybe they have another job, maybe they have something else, life happens, right? So this rolling application helps them out in that regard, but then they've also streamlined the process. So it's just, straightforward for everybody applying for these grants. Now, this is what we love to see, right? We have a thriving XRP Ledger ecosystem that's only getting better because now we're getting more utilities. We have the AMM, which is set to go live here in, I think, 48 hours? It's coming soon. Then we are looking at the cross-chain bridge. We're looking at decentralized identity. We're looking at all of these utilities. And we also have that hub and spoke model where the XRP Ledger remains efficient, robust, and really just solid for the payments. But then we have all these smart contract platforms around us. In fact, an update on the Corium bridge, they've already moved over 1.6 million XRP over through the Corium bridge. So as millions of XRPs getting put into this bridge, into that bridge, right? This is all XRP that, gets moved out of being able to fund the liquidity, which is the main problem that we're solving, right? The main thing that we're building out on the XRP ledger is the best source of liquidity in the world. And when you got XRP that's being sent to these other blockchains through bridges, it's not being used on mainnet XRPL for liquidity. It's not being used for Ripple for ODL. And what does that mean? Well, it means that you need to get more XRP or you need a higher price. And I've been saying that a supply shock is incoming for XRP. I still firmly believe that. And I think that without a doubt, there is just no way that XRP misses this bull run. Does it go to $50 this bull run? No, I don't think that that's going to be the case. But we are looking at an XRP that is definitely building massive momentum. We're setting the standard for how to do a stable coin, not only on the XRP ledger, but in the broader market as well. Ripple, Circle, they're going to make it. The report that I dropped this morning, who was highlighted by Treasury as doing illegal activity, Tether. So even though Brad Garlinghouse says politely that Tether's going to do just fine, and I agree they will, because they're just going to cut a check for a few billion like Binance did, right? And they're going to cut that check, go about their business. They're going to make it. I'm sure they will. But in the meantime, what we see over here on the XRP ledger is utility that works. Utility that's not breaking. While you're seeing Solana break, Ethereum's still expensive, Bitcoin is slow. Well, XRP's fast, it's cheap, and it doesn't break. And now we're getting all the utilities that everybody else had. And you got all these guys running around. Oh my gosh, I can't figure out the solution. Well, if you would put take off the blinders, get away from the Bitcoin echo chamber, get away from the DeFi, decentralized Ponzi scheme world that's taking place on Ethereum with another layer 2 that's going to hyper scale Ethereum every single day. Well, what if you just didn't have to scale the layer 1? If it just worked? What an idea, right? And this is what it's so funny to me. And as you see, more and more projects are starting to realize that. And so the momentum continues to build. I just want to say thank you guys for all of your support, for hanging out with me. I know many people have given up. They've lost conviction and they no longer believe in this asset. But I think that those of us that have stayed the course, that have, continued to just look at the fundamentals. The retail can make noise about price. People can complain and cry about XRP price all day long. Guess what? You can still change your life. You can still be building a business, a side hustle. You can figure out how to get a raise at your job. And in fact, you're going to need to, because inflation just came in hot once again this morning. So as we've been saying, we don't just hold XRP and pray. We build businesses. We invest in real estate. We got our precious metals. We're doing deals. We're really making it happen. And that's what I want for you guys as well. If you're looking to get tapped in with my community, it's all over at ZachRector.com. You can get access to Discord by signing up through Patreon. We would love to have you in that community. And if you want to get any precious metals, cryptocurrency exchanges, or wallets, we have all of our resources available at my website for you guys. And on the way out, if you guys could do me a big favor, share it out far and wide too. Greatly appreciate that. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.